The golden child's worst nightmare at Thanksgiving. The air was thick, heavy with the smell of roasting turkey, and frankly, pure tension. For years, my older brother Jason had been the sun, and the rest of us were just planets forced to orbit his perceived brilliance. If Jason bought a pair of sneakers, it was a fashion statement. If I bought a pair, it was a waste of money. If Jason landed a job, it was a career milestone. If I landed a job, it was cute. My parents acted like he was a gift to the world, while I was just there. I spent my 20s building a niche cybersecurity firm, working out of a dusty garage, while my parents told everyone how gifted Jason was at his entry-level sales job. I didn't care about their approval anymore, so I stopped looking for it. I kept my head down, lived like I was broke, and watched my company grow. Then came the payout. A massive tech conglomerate bought us out. Millions sitting in an account, untouched. I still drove my beat-up sedan. I still wore thrift store flannels. This brings us to last Thursday, Thanksgiving. My parents were fawning over Jason, who was complaining about his latest investment scheme. You know, maybe you should listen to your brother, my mom said, looking at me with that signature pity in her eyes. He's got a real head for business. Maybe he could show you how it's done, dear. I just took a sip of my wine, keeping my face blank. Then, my aunt, who had always been the blunt one in the family, leaned over the mashed potatoes. So, Sarah, I heard some rumors. Something about you selling your company? The room went dead silent. Jason scoffed, a condescending smirk plastered on his face. Oh, stop it, Aunt Deb. Sarah's company was a hobby. She barely made rent last month, right, sis? I set my glass down slowly. The metallic clink sounded like a gunshot. Actually, Jason, I said, my voice steady, I sold it for $12 million back in March. The fork in my mom's hand clattered to the china plate. Jason's face went from smug, confused, to a terrifying shade of pale. 12 million? My dad whispered, looking at me like he was seeing a stranger. Yeah, I said, leaning back. Taxes were a nightmare, but the remaining 8 is doing just fine. Jason exploded. He didn't just get mad, he lost his mind. He started screaming about how I owed him for emotional support and how I was a selfish rat for hiding it while he struggled. He was throwing a tantrum, absolute pure madness, right there in front of the cranberry sauce. My parents, true to form, instinctively rushed to comfort him. It's okay, Jason. She's just being difficult, my mom wailed. I stood up, smoothed out my jeans, and walked to the door. I didn't even look back. The look on their faces, it was worth more than every single penny of that 12 million. If you enjoyed this story, hit that subscribe button and join us for more incredible stories every day.